Speaker, my question is to the Minister representing the Minister for Agriculture, and it's very specific. Minister, by what date will the export of live sheep to the Middle East be banned, and by what date will the ban be legislated?
Give a call to the Minister representing the Minister for Agriculture, Fisheries and Forestry.
Can I thank the member for Clark very much for the question. I know this is a topic he feels very passionately about, as does a number of his constituents, and as do many across our communities. Many of us represent areas where farmers are getting an income from live sheep export. Many of us also represent communities that feel very strongly about it being phased out. Of course, this government supports strong animal welfare standards, and we do believe that animals must and should be treated humanely. We need to partner with the industry to shape a strong and sustainable future for the Australian sheep wool and sheep meat industry. People earn their livelihoods from this sector, but we also know that we are implementing our commitment to phase out live sheep export in a considered and an orderly way. That work is important. It's why the phase-out of live sheep export by sea will not occur during this term of parliament. An independent panel who was appointed to consult with farming and communities to inform when and how to implement this policy and how to ensure that that industry, that they continue to derive income from farming in their communities. That panel has completed its work and its consultation. It's provided that report to government. The government is considering that report. We are taking our time to properly assess all of the recommendations and the impact. I'm answering the question pretty directly.
Order. The Minister will pause, and I'll listen to the member for Clark on a point of order.
Speaker, on relevance, the question could not be more specific. Exactly what date will it be phased out and legislated?
As the member knows, and we've dealt with this issue, the Minister has been talking about a range of timelines. You may want a specific date or answer, but under the standing order she's not provided to necessarily do that. She is giving context and information about the timelines, so she is being directly relevant.
As I said, the government is taking the time to properly assess all of the recommendations in the report and to develop a response that honours the commitment that we have to phase out live sheep export, but also that understands that there are livelihoods involved in this process. I know that, having farmers in my own community whose livelihood not depends on this, but it is part of it. They are seeing great work being done in terms of renewables and getting incomes from having solar farms and wind farms on their electorates, but they are really important issues. The report, of course, they'll then be made.
Members on my left.
I note the interjections opposite, as are many farmers in your electorates as well.
The Leader of the Nationals and the Deputy Leader of the Opposition will cease interjecting.
Nothing gets them going like renewables, Mr Speaker. Nothing gets them going. That report, of course, will then be made public. We are committed to delivering a considered and orderly transition that does maximise the onshore job opportunities, particularly in Western Australia, in our on sheep meat exports.
The Leader of the Nationals will cease to interject.